Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to share with you how easy it is to make $100,000 per year. Don't listen to that haircut in his nice fancy schmancy suit. $100,000 a year is absolute child's play. You can do that in your sleep. $1 million a year is super easy. I got you, bro. Who are you gonna listen to? Who looks more successful? The guy in the nice suit with the pocket square and the nice watch? Or the guy in the t-shirt? I'm telling you, $100,000 is the easiest thing. It's a lot harder to make $1 million. Just buy my course at a measly price of $350 a month, and I promise it'll be the easiest thing you ever do to make $100,000 a year. Typical sales guy in a suit trying to sell you one of his courses to be successful. I can easily help you 10x what he's selling you, and I can do it for free. I got you, bro. All right, well, that was a fun intro to make. Welcome to Essential Style. So your image is the only thing that people can see before you open your mouth, before they actually know you. Picture it. You're walking down the street, you're driving in your car, you're walking into a coffee shop, you're approaching a potential romantic interest or a potential business partner. First thing they see is how you walk, how your hair is, how your glasses fit you, if you do wear glasses. What did you choose to wear that day? Do your clothes fit you? Do you look frumpy? Do you look clean? How is your neckline? How is your beard? They notice all these things before you even open up your mouth. Don't believe me? All right, let's do a little bit of an exercise. I want you to picture a New York City lawyer that makes $1 million a year. Don't think, just picture it. $1 million a year salary, lawyer, lives, works in New York City. Now I want you to picture a homeless person on the subway. Now I want you to picture an IT engineer that goes out in the field and makes about $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Now I want you to picture a software engineer that makes about $100,000 a year but works from home all the time, fully remote. Now I want you to picture a math teacher. Now I want you to picture a barista at a very popular coffee place that's all over the US. Now I want you to picture a tattoo artist. Now I want you to picture a musician. And finally, I want you to picture a creative person that basically is a starving artist. So, without thinking, when I actually mentioned the New York City lawyer with $1 million salary, what did you picture? For me, I pictured someone with a very clean-cut hairstyle, very minimal, if any, beard, dark business suit, tie, no backpack, briefcase, takes a car everywhere, right? That's what I picture. Now, a homeless person. Unfortunately, we have a lot of homeless people, and it sucks to be homeless. I mean, it absolutely sucks. But a person that's struggling and the person that doesn't currently have a home, you probably picture a person sitting down in the street. Maybe their hair is not exactly the cleanest or neatest. Maybe their beard's a bit longer. Maybe their clothes are a bit old and dirty and battered. Maybe they just have a couple of backpacks. And the reason we picture these things is because we've seen it time and time again in our society. Now, when we think of these professions, these people, we actually have a picture in our head, and that's because we've learned that we know what a successful person looks like. We know what a creative person looks like. We know what a young person looks like. We know what an older person looks like. We know, or we can picture, when someone is actually going to walk up to us and sell us something, or if they're a bit more reserved. We pretty much size people up, snap decision as soon as we see it. However, just because someone looks good or bad does not make them good or bad. It is still your responsibility to get to know someone and base your decision off of their personality and their actions, because first impressions matter. A lot of times first impressions don't match up. And a great example of this would be, have you ever seen a car salesman, or really any salesman? They're really nicely dressed, they're very clean cut, they smile, they appear really nice. But when you walk away, once they've actually sold you the thing, the item or the service that they're selling you, you feel a bit weird, you feel a bit remorseful, a bit icky. Reason being is those professions actually play on the image, and they know that if they wear a suit, they're a lot more likely to get your sale, whereas someone wearing a t-shirt is not going to be able to sell you basically a damn thing. Remember back at the beginning of the video when I was wearing a t-shirt trying to say make $1 million, but then I threw the sport coat on and said make $100,000? Which one looks more successful? Which one would you believe? However, this does not mean that people wearing t-shirts all the time and trying to sell you something that are in t-shirts does not mean they're a bad salesperson, does not mean that they're unsuccessful. And it also does not mean that a person wearing a suit or a really nice trench coat or really nice whatever, getting out of an expensive luxury car, a lot of times these people are broke as well. So the visual a lot of times does not match up with reality, and people, particularly salespeople, not that they're bad people, they know this, and this is why they dress a certain way. Now, quick story time, about 10 years ago, I worked as an IT engineer in the field, and I was going around Manhattan, predominantly the Upper West Side of Manhattan. And I remember I walked into a J. Crew to fix their machine. And that particular day, I was wearing a mid-green polo shirt. It was pretty ill-fitting, but it was the weekend. It was untucked. I was wearing very light wash jeans and very light brown, just whatever pants, because it was a bit cold and snowy. And when I tell you, when I started to walk toward the register, the store manager looked at me almost like, what is this guy doing? Why is he approaching me like this? And the term that she used, I remember, was, do you need something? And I said, yes, I'm here to fix your machine. As soon as she heard that and I flashed my ID badge, she actually said, oh, okay, sure, come on back. Now, contrast that to the way that I normally used to dress, which was black or navy blue Dockers and some sort of a dress shirt. This was before I just went minimal with just the light blues and the whites. All I would have to do was walk up, they'd see me, and the verbiage was, "Hi sir, how can I help you?" And then when I said, "I'm here from so-and-so company to fix your machine," they'd say, "Oh, we've been expecting you, great to see you, come right this way." And this is when I learned, I remember, this is burned into my memory, that the way that we dress, the way that we present ourselves to society, especially in a professional environment, it really does matter, and it can really help you a lot or hurt you a lot. So, is your image everything? No, it's not. But until someone knows you, until someone speaks to you, until you open your mouth, no one can see your great communication skills, your degrees from college, your $1 million in the bank, your $1 million business. This is something that if you want to actually attract more clients, maybe attract more friends, more love interests, whatever, definitely think about what your image conveys to the world and what message you're sending by dressing the way that you are. So, hope this helped you. Hope you learned something, and I hope you have fun. This is just something that was on my mind recently, and I wanted to make a video about it. So, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one.